one of the things also I wanted to talk to you about is not just like in terms of Kenya and Nairobi, but then also like women influences. You wrote a piece for Electric Literature that really spoke to me, and I'm wanted to order Dust because you mentioned it in this. But your observation of African women writers redefine society and literature led you to compile this list. So that you had I won't go through the top 10, but maybe can you just talk about literally how the importance of women's voices. You know, both of you and I are men, and but as you were just talking about, we should strive for other observations, other voices, et cetera, not just in terms of geography and place and country, but also gender, ideas, nationalities, et cetera. So maybe can you talk about the influence of like women's literature on you, and then also maybe highlight some of the books that you had mentioned. I'll include it in the show notes and in the post, but maybe you just want to talk about that as well.
Just to be clear, what exactly is women's literature?
Like it. I like it, Carey. I like it. Literature. Let's talk about your literary influences then. You know what I mean? That just happens to be women. But yeah, no, that's a very good point. I mean, that's a very astute critique, though. You know, I mean, because a lot of people would maybe think that, but then with your critique, maybe they would think a little bit more open. So I definitely will continue that as I go along. It's literature, you know.
So of course I mentioned Yvonne, who was writing I love.
Yep.
And I love Namwali Sapel. She's a Zambian American Zambian.
Okay.
Writer. And Virginia Woolf, who is strong.
Amazing.
Literary influence of mine. I remember like the first time I read Lauren Groff.
Okay.
I think it was Fates and Furies. Oh, that book, like I was so sad after reading that book. And at some point I sent her an email, like my email was basically saying, "Hi, I love Fates and Furies. I love Florida. I love your work. Can we be friends? Can I be sending you emails regularly?" And she was like, "Yes, Carey, you may send me emails." But I got too excited, I think. And so went a long time without ever replying. I didn't know how to respond. I was like, now that I should say this, what am I going to ask? I don't know what to say. I don't know. Right. So like, yeah. And of course, there's like, have I said J.K. Rowling? Though of course, like now, of course, like with like the thing you're saying about like bringing in new voices, right? And like J.K. Rowling being like the center of preserving a certain idea of womanhood, which is of course a problem, right? But I don't know, it's like the feeling of reading a good book, it's that, yes, definitely representation is important, right? Like definitely have like more women writers, have more non-white writers, have like more of that. But when you love a book, you love a book, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess for me, I was just trying to go along with, I had read Toni Morrison for the first time, you know, like last year, and Song of Solomon and something. I don't know, for her, it's just kind of, I guess some of her takes, you could just tell that maybe it was a little bit of a woman, but it was just like interesting to me. And so, you know, the fact that you have 10 books for, you know, influences and people to check out, like that's more the interesting thing moving forward. And so do you have any like ones that you would recommend right now? Like, I mean, is Dust your one that you're most recommending right now to friends, family, etc.?
Yeah, definitely. Dust is a book I'll always recommend. I went through a period of really loving Jumpalahi. But right now I'm obsessed with Sally Rooney. I didn't want to read her for a long time because she was the millennial writer, and I was like, a millennial writer. Yuck.
A millennial, yeah. wait, you were just talking about literature and how it can be this. Like, are you aging us? Are you aging us? Yeah. No, but I'm with you.
I was like, so is this like the voice of my generation? I don't want
Yeah,
someone
right.
voice of my generation. Like, what
Let's
does
see
she
what she
know?
got. Yeah, let's see what she has.
And,
Yeah.
and then I read Normal People, and it was fantastic. It was like, oh my God. And then I bought Conversation with Friends like the very next day. And I think her third novel is coming out in September.
Okay.
Like it's like one of the fun things about writing when generally when like people say that like someone is an amazing writer, most of the time like the people are not stupid, like they know exactly what they're saying, right? Like and of course like sometimes a person's like personal taste doesn't tally with a writer, an individual writer.
Right.
But like most of the time, like when someone is really hyped and then you read their work and you're like, oh, that's why they're hyped. And
right.
like
Good point.